Eco-guilt, what it is and how to overcome it. A visual guide to transforming ecological guilt into positive action. Eco-guilt is a feeling many of us know way too well. The sense of guilt or shame we experience when we think our actions aren't sustainable enough to protect the environment. It's that nagging voice inside that says, am I doing enough? Or could I be doing better? You might feel eco-guilt in everyday situations, such as using single-use plastics like disposable water bottles or coffee cups, buying food that's not local or is heavily packaged in plastic, forgetting to bring your reusable bag to the store, or taking a flight which has a high carbon footprint. These moments can leave us feeling like we're falling short, that no matter what we do, it's not enough to stop climate change or environmental damage. Why do we feel eco-guilt? There are several reasons why eco-guilt can be so common and so intense. Overexposure to extreme environmental messages. News stories, documentaries, and social media often focus on worst-case scenarios, melting ice caps, species extinction, and deforestation, without showing us practical ways to help. This constant barrage can feel overwhelming and hopeless. Constant comparison with eco-influencers and activists. Scrolling through social media, we see people who seem to live perfectly sustainable lives, zero waste, vegan, riding bikes everywhere. Comparing ourselves to them can make us feel inadequate or like we're failing. Feeling powerless against global crises. Climate change and pollution are huge, complex problems. It's easy to feel like one person's choices don't really matter, which can lead to frustration or even giving up. Ecological perfectionism. Some of us set impossibly high standards for ourselves. If we can't do everything perfectly, then why bother doing anything at all? This all or nothing mindset can be paralyzing. These feelings often lead to frustration, anxiety, and in some cases, complete inaction because the guilt becomes too heavy to carry. What negative effects does eco-guilt have? When eco-guilt takes hold, it can affect us in ways we might not expect. Ecological paralysis. You might feel stuck because you think, if I can't do everything right, I won't do anything. This stops you from making any changes at all. Toxic self-demand. You punish yourself for every mistake, like forgetting your reusable cup once, or accidentally buying plastic packaged fruit. This harsh self-criticism drains your motivation. Emotional burnout. Living with constant guilt and worry about the environment wears you down emotionally and mentally. Instead of inspiring action, eco-guilt can actually stop you from acting. How to fight eco-guilt. The good news is that eco-guilt can be transformed into positive energy. Here's how. Do what's within your reach. Small steps matter. Maybe today you remember your reusable bag or you decide to take the bus instead of driving. These actions add up over time. Focus on what you can change and don't stress about what's out of your control. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Every sustainable choice counts. Celebrate each reusable bottle, every zero waste swap, and every conscious purchase. Progress is a journey and it's not a destination. Think collectively. Change is easier and more powerful when we work together. Join local groups, support environmental causes, and help educate others. Being part of a community amplifies your impact and makes the journey less lonely. Limit your exposure. Protect your mental health by avoiding constant doom and gloom. Stay informed, but balance it with uplifting stories, solutions, and moments of hope. Remember, media often highlights the worst parts because that's what grabs attention. But things are not always as bad as they seem. And lastly, unplug and recharge. Spending time in nature is a form of activism. It reconnects you with the planet and reminds you why you care in the first place. Whether it's a walk in the park, gardening, or nature, can help you recharge emotionally. And remember, feeling eco-guilt means you care deeply about the planet, and that's a good thing. Instead of punishing yourself, use that feeling as motivation to take positive action.